World Cup predictions. This is the last one. This is Pool D. Now, Pool D is again another interesting one. I'd say all the pools probably do have interesting elements, as they should all do. Um, I'd say the most boring one probably is Pool A, as you can predict, but all the other ones have at least one wild card team in it, if not two or three. But this is the last one. This is Pool D, and we're going to have a look at it, see if I can make a couple of predictions. If you've not seen Pool A, B, or C, I'll put links in. Go and watch them; they're good videos. But yeah, let's get into it. So, Pool D has England, Japan, Argentina, Samoa, and Chile in it. So, just by reading out them there, you've got three teams who would all probably be looking to qualify through. All of them are, but three teams who probably have the realism, plus Samoa, who I think is a wild card. I think Samoa could pull something off, but I think these three teams are slightly above. But you never know. So obviously I'm talking about Japan, Argentina, and Chile. No, I'm kidding. England, Japan, and Argentina. And all three of these teams make it really interesting due to all three of them can beat each other, and all three of them can be absolutely thumped by each other. Japan always seem to pull something off in the World Cup of recent. Obviously go back to Miracle in Brighton in 2015, beating South Africa, becoming the first pool team in the history of World Cup not to go through the pool, even though they won 3 of their 4 games. You've then got last time out, the home World Cup in 2019, where they actually topped the pool, which also contained the teams of Ireland and Scotland, who were both favourites for that one. Japan topped it, knocking Scotland out. I won't talk about that anymore, though. So obviously Japan and recent World Cups, they've been good. Argentina, now they've been doing really good. They've beaten the All Blacks, Australia, England, Scotland, and those are just the teams I can think off the top of my head in the last year. Now, obviously, they've also lost to all of them, bar England, which I think they've only played once. So I know you can kind of forgive them for that. But yeah, it's interesting. It is interesting. And then you've got England, who obviously made it to the final last time, but are kind of in a hole. Not quite as big a hole as the Welsh at the minute, but I think England still are in a hole, and I think they're not going to do as well as people say. I can't see England. I'll say they've probably got a free run to the semi. I think, unless either Argentina. I think if England top the pool, which I think is probably most likely, they'll make it to the semi because they'll face Wales, Fiji, or Georgia, and I think they are better than those three teams. If they come second, I don't think they'd beat Australia. And then going to the final, there won't be South Africa, Ireland, New Zealand, France, Scotland, whoever they face in the semi-final. I don't know why I added Scotland in that. I did. Deal with it. They won't beat them, which I think. But I'm going to do something separate looking at the knockouts. We're just going to look at this. So, and then obviously you've got Chile, who I've not really covered, and it's the first World Cup. They've not. This is the first time playing in the World Cup. It's an amazing achievement for them. I can't see them doing much. I think the other 4 teams are, that much better. But it's still great for them to be there, and who knows, maybe they can do something. But I can't see it. So what do I think's going to happen? Who do I think's going to go through? That's the big question, isn't it? I'm going to say England will top. Obviously, being Scottish, I'm not the biggest fan of England, but I think they are good enough to top this group. Second, between Japan and Argentina, I could see someone throwing Samoa in there. That's tough. I'm going to say Argentina. I'm going to say England first, Argentina second. I think that's how it's going to run. Again, though, I can see lots of people say Japan, lots of people say Samoa. Some people might even say England don't go through. I can see all of those arguments. I'm going to stick with England first, Argentina second, then I'd go Japan, Samoa, Chile. That's what I think. Again, I can see it mixing, and that's what I'm going to predict. So for the next video, what I'm going to do is I've predicted the two teams to go through of each pool, and then I'm going to basically hypothetically do a knockout system and see who I think is going to win the whole thing. And yeah, so if you want to see that, subscribe. It'll be up in a couple of days probably. But I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.